Recording. All right. Welcome back to Missing the Homies, everybody. The show where I get my homies and we kind of just shoot the shit. Do you have anything that you would like to say before I run the intro? Because I've been really bad at running the intro lately.
I got a cough. Yeah, clear my throat. That's it.
All right. Last episode of the month. How are you feeling?
Feeling sad.
Feeling sad as you're scrolling through Instagram.
That's why I'm on Instagram, because I'm sad.
Let's see. Where this month has mostly just been about your music, really.
It's
How
all
has
me, boy?
how was your
All me.
Oh man, he's throwing $2.
It was 3 actually.
3. So, how has the response to your new song been?
I don't know. I'll find out in like 3 weeks when Spotify finally gives like people an update. It's going well. People have liked it.
I was just asking for like people who like you've told about it, like your friends.
It's like 50-50 right now. Like some people like it or some people don't.
More than somebody I'm not, or just in general like it?
I didn't really ask them that. Yeah, I didn't have to ask that. I didn't ask it.
As you can tell, we're both slacking on this Monday.
It's Monday, dude. It's a Monday. Yeah, so I don't know. We'll see how it goes. It's really funny. So some people don't know. Here's the thing. I think I was maybe talking to you about this.
Tell them, not me.
When you're an artist, when you guys release stuff to Spotify, labels also do send it to curators who put them on like those playlists. You can also do it too. So yes, like technically you can like pay them more. Labels usually pay them more. That's how like Taylor Swift is like in every single radio playlist ever.
Pay to get on those playlists.
Yeah.
Pay to playlist.
Pay to play. But yeah. So you can send it. I sent it to a few. I'm actually still waiting back on most of them. One, I'm totally willing to share this info.
Tell me.
The one I got respond like didn't like it enough. It was really weird feedback because they were like, "This is such a really cool high energy track," but I'm not accepting it. And like usually he gives like they give pretty good details. So it was just like, I wonder why. Because like you can look at the playlist to see what kind of songs. It's like a lot of the songs are like this.
Similar vibe.
Yeah. So I was like, interesting. But yeah, I'm waiting for the other ones. But that one.
Can you say what label or who it is or no?
No, I'm not gonna tell what curator, what Spotify playlists they are.
Damn.
Yeah,
now, so is that something that Spotify hooks up for you? Like they give you those people to
it's like one on the websites of like resources and stuff like that.
Okay. I guess I didn't know if that was like you go through a Spotify portal or you're just like hitting people up on Twitter and Instagram like yo, I know you curate this playlist.
No, it's like official curators and like you get you get to see everything and who runs what.
How do you get that job? How do you get the job of curating playlists for Spotify?
I know, it's so interesting. I feel like they get paid under the table, like they're influencers, but no one knows they're influencers.
Yeah. Because I mean,
I guess maybe start a playlist and then you're like, hey, look at all these people who follow my playlist. I don't know. No clue.
Yeah, I guess I don't know how that works because I don't subscribe to playlists. But I know that's huge for Spotify and Apple Music and Tidal. You know, not just for one of them. But what did your mom think? Did you finally send it to her?
My mom gave me the very mom response. She was like, "So cool, so awesome."
Love
I
it.
was like,
Love
"Thanks,
you. It's the
mom."
best thing you've ever done.
It's like,
Can't
yeah,
relate. Can't relate.
yeah.
But I assume that's regular mom
That's like just,
response.
yeah, yeah.
But that's good.
Uh,
That's
oh well,
good.
yeah. I mean, it's your mom. I would hope anyone who whose mom tells them they don't like it. I feel bad for you.
Uh, yeah.
Oh.
So switching gears to something something not totally unrelated. Um d- were you going to see the new Morbius movie?
no, absolutely not.
No? Okay, cuz I was going to ask you because I saw on Twitter the other day that the director did a whole Q&A and spoiled the whole movie.
Are you
Spoiled
serious?
the whole movie, the future plans, and like what universe it's in. And so while I was in Boston, I basically read the whole movie.
You should send you should send the link to me. I can probably find it.
Uh,
Yeah, no. First off, Jared Leto, my opinion, he's not that great.
yeah,
Um,
I did not
uh,
like him in
Suicide Squad.
Suicide Squad. Yeah, he was a shitty Joker.
Yeah, I don't know. So no, Morbius looks really bad. But what comes out in like 2 days is the Moon Knight series.
Okay, so
I'm
that's
excited
something
for
I've
that.
been got this at a comic book shop.
That's so funny. Wait, hold on. I'm gonna cut you off right now. Do you remember the old Marvel Ultimate Alliance video game we used to play?
Of fucking course I do. That
Yeah,
funny
yeah.
enough, that's
That game
how
is
like
so sweet.
that first Marvel Ultimate Alliance game has given me so much base knowledge. Literally, like to this day, like trailers will come out and I'll be like, "Oh, I know who that is," because I fucking played as them in Marvel Ultimate Alliance.
Yeah.
Like I knew who the Inhumans were before like the whole TV show got dropped, and I was like, I don't know anything about them, but I like knew
I know
of them. But
Dude, I don't think I've ever beaten that game.
oh, I've beaten it like 10 times.
I don't think I ever have. Um, but I always loved playing the game.
So the
Always
first
loved.
one, I loved it so much. And then when the second one came out, I remember me and my cousin Colin, started it, and it was like it was too different because they had like special team up moves. It was already a super complicated game, and it made it even more complicated.
Dude, that game is actually really in depth with
Yeah.
like how it plays, I feel, for a PS2 game.
And then my other cousin Mario just let me borrow. Oh my god! Excuse me.
Nice. Wow.
Oh my gosh. I'm trying to cut out pop, so I've been drinking this bubbly
Too
caffeinated.
different.
This shit is really good. To all my people who need pop, this is not that bad. I mean it's not good enough for me because
I mean, it's
I need
water.
I need the
it's a
sugar.
LaCroix.
well, I need the sugar. But this one's caffeinated. I've never seen caffeinated
Huh.
but whatever. So my cousin gave me the third Ultimate Alliance, and I have yet to try it. But I heard
Oh,
good
dang.
things about it.
Dang. I would totally play that game. I would totally split screen that.
Get a Switch and we'll
Just-
play it.
Just play it. It'd be so awesome. Dude, I saw the new Switch the other day, like with the OLED screen.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty cool with the OLED screen. Not as cool without it.
I hope
And I
they.
kind of question why people bought it in the first place. I'm like, this screen isn't even 720p, my boy. Like,
Yo, I am waiting for them to drop the Switch Pro, whatever those stats may be, and I'm gonna cop it instantly because I'm running off the Mark II Switch,
ooh,
which honestly isn't
I'm
bad.
waiting. I'm still playing a PS4.
Hey, that's what I
run
got.
Pro. Yeah, dude, it's starting to get rough a little bit sometimes.
Yeah, I think I haven't started the new Horizon game, but I'm nervous how it's gonna
It
be.
wasn't that bad. It wasn't that bad. There was like a couple of moments where it got really laggy, but overall the game was fine.
Okay, good. Because I really want a PS5, but I don't have PS5 money.
Yeah, same. And I also heard that they're supposed to be releasing a PS5 Pro that's supposed to be like
What?
way smaller than the original one.
Well, the PS5, the regular PS5 is like 4 times the size of a PS4.
Exactly. So apparently it's supposed. I don't know if it's gonna be the same size as the PS4, but supposedly it's supposed to be smaller than the PS5. Dude, that was
Insane.
such a bad design. Like, such a bad design. Why would I want something like both of them?
Yeah.
Both of them are huge, but I get it too because things are starting to get more
My
intense.
my buddy Tony, who actually I do the other show with,
Yeah, Dr. Tony,
Doc,
right?
Dr. Tony. We say it as a joke all the time, but I'm kind of hoping that his wife makes him get rid of his PS5 because I'm gonna cop it and I'm gonna offer him like $20. I'd be like, "This is all you're gonna get."
Dude, he could just take it to the store and get much more.
He told me he's got like the best flip from GameStop I've ever heard. I think it was when he got his. Oh no, it was when he took his Switch. He took his old Switch, a bunch of games. He got the newest Switch, and then he got like 3 new games, and they wound up giving him money. I was like, bro, I've never heard that ever.
Yeah,
I've never
GameStop
heard
never wants to
anybody
give you
going to
money.
GameStop and getting money.
GameStop's like, yo, you bought a PS5 and we can't find any, and you want to sell it, $10.
Literally.
It's like what?
I had some guy. Who was it? I don't know. I just had a GameStop story recently, but it was, the typical GameStop story. Go in with 20 games and you get 13 cents.
Yeah,
But anyways,
that's why I never did that.
backwards about the Moon Knight.
Oh yeah.
So, I recently picked this up, which is like a first appearance in comic books, and then, as I told you before, the new iPad Life.
The new
Um,
iPad.
This trip, I used the plane time to start reading the Moon Knight comics, and they are fucking sweet. Like, I'm trying to get ready for the show because I thought the show also dropped.
It drops this Wednesday.
Oh, okay. Because I
Maybe it's-
swear I saw something that it was like the first 2 episodes were already out. I was like, I feel like I wouldn't have missed it, but that makes sense.
Same, actually, same. I'd be a little scared if I missed it.
Yeah, because I thought it was early March, but then maybe it got pushed back. I don't know.
Now I'm wondering.
I'm sure. I'm sure this is something
I'm
we
gonna
could.
look it up. I'm
Yeah,
gonna look up.
you look it up, and I'm gonna keep talking.
Okay.
But so I've. Renee
It
was
has
looking
not.
for the
It's
car.
March 30th. March 30th.
Okay, so it's March 30th, which is even better. But so I've been reading some of the stories, and it's fucking brutal. So I'm excited to see, how they're gonna do it in a series, and I think this is only like a 6-episode series. I
Yeah,
think
it's like 6 episodes. Yeah.
that's kind of
We'll see.
dumb how it's
We'll see.
getting smaller and shorter and shorter. But
Sure.
yes, I'm excited.
I'm excited to watch it. I don't know too much. But the reason why I brought Marvel Alliance up is because that's where I remember him from. So like I have the tiny bit of info
Mhm.
in there, but I don't know too much about Moon Knight.
Yeah, I knew next to nothing. I didn't even remember him from Ultimate Alliance.
Oh really? He's like way in the back. I think he's right side. Right side if you're looking at TV, right side back corner. I think that's
Oh,
where he's at.
yeah. See, with my
Stands with like a staff.
GameCube, I really want to get all of those old games. Like
Yeah,
I
it'd be
want to
sweet.
get Simpsons Hit and Run and what else? What else are good games for that? Ultimate Alliance. I mean, and I heard there
You
was
remember
like
Ratchet
a
and Clank?
of course. Did
I
you
was
play
about
the
to
new?
say,
Did you play the new
No,
Ratchet and Clank?
But I have it.
I heard it was really good.
I haven't played it, but it's actually in like the queue for download or like the things I want to purchased.
Mm-hmm.
So it's there. Just haven't done it.
I heard it's really good. That was another one that made me want to get a PlayStation 5.
Sonic.
No, Ratchet and
I
Clank.
know, but Sonic is also PlayStation 5, isn't it? Yeah.
Is there a new Sonic game?
Yeah. Oh, they reboot it. They remastered all the old games. You don't know this?
I played Sonic a little bit on my cousin's like Dreamcast, but
my goodness, I said Sonic. You're gonna laugh at me right here. I said Sonic.
You meant Spyro?
No, I meant Crash Bandicoot.
I knew that they redid the
Okay,
Crash
okay.
games, and I heard those are really, really, really fucking hard.
They're really hard. They're fun now. They are harder.
I don't remember them being so hard, but I guess they've
No.
always been hard. Maybe I just blocked that out because it was so.
I don't remember it being hard. I feel like we both killed that game multiple.
That's what I thought. But I was watching some video on it the other day, and it's like the time trial or like the crystals, whatever is like the new. It's up there with like Dark Souls and like how it's requires that much skill, and I was like, I don't remember Crash Bandicoot being that hard.
Yeah, it's definitely gotten harder. It's because they've said because since the computers are so much more accurate, the like the boxes, the invisible boxes that let you actually like walk on the items, like like when you're designing floor and whatnot, they're so much more accurate. And back in the last Crash Bandicoots,
there was so much like room
bigger.
to.
So like if you weren't actually on the edge, like you would still like land on something invisible, because like the box of like where you can like stop is bigger. So they say because the game like technology has grown, it's so accurate to like exactly the shape of the box they design.
Oh,
and
so
there's no like leeway. So people are so used to like jumping over a little bit,
yeah,
or, like, behind and still being fine, but like
that
just makes you fall off.
That's interesting.
That's what I've heard. But yeah, I remember running through those games like all the time as kids.
Yeah, that
playing the first one, then the second one, then the third, and then just going back to play the first one.
Dude, do you remember Crash Racing?
I do. I didn't play it as much. I didn't have it myself.
I played it with. Do you know? Oh, no. What's their last name? Do you remember Cousin Ruben?
No.
You okay? Anyway, I was gonna say yeah. You probably didn't because he lived in Allen Park. But anyways, Tia Beatrice's grandson Ruben. Me and him used to play Crash Team Racing all the time. We also used to play. What was that Tony Hawk game? I want to say it was Tony Hawk Pro Skater. It was one of the
Project 8. Project 8.
I think it was. It was Project 8 because it was the one where you could hop off the board and just beat the shit out of the person with the skateboard. And we used to play that one for hours, bro. We would play it so much to the point where like neither of us were skating anymore. We were just running around with the board, and we would just
beat the crap.
We would just beat the shit out of each other so much to where like it was so annoying that it was really, really funny. But then we took it even further to the point where it was like, okay, I can't play this anymore. Like that's how much we would do it. And I feel like that was just our cycle. We would sit there, we'd pop in Crash Bandicoot, play a couple of games, switch to Tony Hawk, die laughing, get pissed, turn the game off, and then come back and do it again. Oh, man. Shout out Ruben, man. If you're watching this, I know you're not, but those are good times.
Dude, no, it's so funny real quick.
What?
I feel like you know our family so much better. And like my dad, like it's so funny to me. It's Diana like apparently remembers most people, but like whenever my parents ever ask me or my brother, like, do you remember your cousin this and this? And if it's not you or my Uncle Gil's family, like I have no idea who he's talking about. And he's like, do you remember your aunt blah 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 blah? And like I'm like, no. And like Marco's like, no. He's like, she was over back to our house sometime in like 2004.
No.
And I'll be like, yeah, no. But
it's even funnier that you say that because after the whole season of the podcast with Grandma and like getting getting to know her side of the family and all of that, even after she'd be like, "Oh, my brother, you know which one," and I was like, "I don't," but I just nod and let her talk, and she's like, she's losing it, so she doesn't even know what she's saying half the time.
Hey, she's great. Grandma's great.
Oh, grandma's the best.
Oh. I
And
tell you what, she's still one of the most hip grandmas I know. Like she can still work an iPad and like her phone.
when I went and
I mean,
showed
she's getting
when I
she's
went and
getting worse, of course. But
when I went
like,
and showed her
she's-
my iPad, she's like, "Ooh, I might
might
get
go
one of
get one."
those." I
Yeah,
was like,
yeah.
"Grandma, what?" I was like, "Don't you have a new iPad?" She's like, "Yeah, but I like yours." I was like, "Okay, I mean, I'm not gonna tell you not to get it, but whatever."
Grandma.
No, grandma's the best. You know what's? It's funny that you say she is so hip because she got this whole Zoom setup better than a lot of the people who I've
Dude, I
had on
know.
here.
I know. It's awesome. Like I feel like
She
I never have to explain technology to grandma. It's crazy.
No, grandma kills it. She's the best.
Yeah.
I actually wanted to have her on one of these with you and me, but
Aw.
never worked out. One of these days.
One of these days.
I think I'm gonna have. I think Grandma's gonna be a recurring guest though.
You need a one grandma podcast a month.
Yeah, or
Yeah.
she'll be one of the guests per year.
Oh, okay. I was like, just have grandma time. Just tone time. So tone time.
Just Grandma time.
Grandma time.
She couldn't hang. Grandma couldn't hang. But yeah.
You'd have to do it like once a month.
No, I think I'm gonna give her her own month. Maybe end the year out with Grandma. Because I mean, it was a lot of fun. And I'm just trying to think of what we could do next. We could do a live rewatching of Finding Nemo. Grandma loves Finding Nemo. There was one day. This is fucked up. There was one day I went over to her house. It was maybe a couple of years ago. I had to be out of high school. I say a few years ago, meaning it was any time in the past 7
Dude.
years.
Dude, we're getting so close to our like 10-year reunion. And I'm like, how did we get here?
I said something the other day. I was like, "Oh yeah, I've only been out of school for," and I like stopped. I was like,
Yeah,
7
exactly.
years? Every day
I'm
looked at me.
like-
She goes, "You're old as fuck," which is too funny because it doesn't feel like 7 years, but like,
no, I'm starting to understand old people more. It's scaring me.
yeah, it's weird.
Like, oh, a couple years ago. Like, that was 20 years ago. Grandma.
Literally.
And like,
Oh my god! Like now, I say almost all of the things that I say a couple years to was like 10 years ago, and I was like, wow, 10 years, I was 14. Like 10 years ago, I wasn't 4. I'm just like, this feels weird, but yeah,
Yeah.
I get it. But so I went to Grandma's house, and I don't know why, but I was like, Grandma, like, let's watch movies, and she's like, okay, you pick whatever you want to watch. And so I was just like, I was fucking with her. I was like, Grandma, does this sound good? And she's like, yeah, whatever. Does this sound good? And it was just like stupid movies. And I saw one that was called Zombie Beaver Party.
oh, I remember that. Yeah, I remember hearing about it.
Because I was trying to ask her the other day when I saw her, because I was laughing so hard. And she goes, I don't remember seeing that. I was like, Grandma, are you sure? Like, I remember you yelling at me. And she's like, no. And do you remember what I'm just, for those of you who don't know, this is what Zombie Beaver Party is. It's one of those.
I've never seen it, but whatever.
It's
To
horrible.
grandma.
It's a
Whatever to
horrible
grandma.
horrible movie. First off, it's a like Scream-esque slasher movie, but it's a comedy slasher horror movie. And it's like a bunch of naked teens at like a beach or like a cabin in the woods, and these radioactive beavers. They're radioactive and zombified, so they start like biting the people while they're having sex. It's like mid-sex, and so there's just like a bunch of naked people around. And I remember watching this with Grandma, just like looking at her, waiting for her to be like, turn this off, turn this off. And we watched the whole fucking movie. Like the whole, to the point where I was like, oh my God, even I don't want to watch this movie. But I was like I was pot committed, so I had to do it. And then I asked her at the end, I was like, Grandma, what do you think of the movie? She's like, I didn't like it. I was like, what? I was like, then why we watch the whole thing? She's like,
yeah, you have to watch the whole thing. What if the end they
well,
just
she's like, that's what you
underdog it?
picked. She's like, that's what you picked. I was like, oh, Grandma, you're so sweet. And she's like, yeah, but I didn't like that movie. I was like, okay, well, next time,
Grandma
tell me.
loves you enough and loves us enough that she will literally sit through a whole movie that she knows she's not liking, but because we picked it, she watches the whole thing.
Too pure for the world.
Oh,
And then at the
funny.
same time, she'll kick me off the phone saying
Yeah,
she's
yeah.
too busy.
yeah, that's true. I'm busy right now. Can I call you back later?
Oh my gosh.
Oh, okay, Grandma. Dang, I didn't know you got plans.
Oh man, she's always doing something.
She always is.
So yeah, what a time. Shout out Grandma.
Shout out to Grandma.
So yeah, you got anything else to say?
Dude, to wrap it up, no, dude, we got so many things to talk about. We gotta be on the hype trend. So how we feel about this Chris Rock, Will Smith Oscar event?
I think Will Smith needed to do something that gave him a little bit of spice. I think people were looking at Will Smith as just some doughy, nice guy, and I think people had talked shit about Will Smith being a cuck for too long, and he had to do something about it. And you know, after this, I personally am more excited to see I Am Legend 2. And
That's
it's
probably
going to
why they
make
did
me
it.
go see King Richard.
Yeah, I was actually gonna watch that movie on HBO the other day.
I mean, it looked good.
It did look good. Do you think Chris Rock got with his wife? And he's like, that's it.
I think, because you know, this isn't the first time people have said shit about Jada Pinkett and Will Smith, and I think I think he just had enough. And Chris Rock pointed at him, and it fucking snapped something in Will Smith, and he had to do something.
I was on Facebook, just randomly.
Wow,
and-
old statement.
Yeah, I was on Facebook. That's how bored I was in my bed for a second, and I was like, "Huh, let's just go check out Facebook." And I started seeing all these like memes already late in the night. I was like, is that Will Smith smacking somebody? And I was like, and then I could tell it's like at the Oscars. I'm like, are the Oscars tonight? I didn't even know.
Yeah.
Like, are the Oscars tonight? Did this happen like right now?
Did you see all of the people's reactions to
yeah.
it? That was even funny.
Dude, Ryan Gosling.
I was gonna say Ryan Gosling's was like,
he's laughing. It's like, oh dang. Yeah. So I like Googled it. I was like, Will Smith Oscars 2022, and like all pops up. I'm like, oh my goodness! I watched the whole video.
Damn. That was the very first thing I saw this morning, and I caught the end of it first. Like I caught the memes, and then I was like, "Oh man!" Like I already missed like the inciting incident, and then I watched the whole thing in full, and that's just like to zoom out for a second. That's fucking crazy, because Chris Rock is standing up on a stage like he's a solid 50, 60 feet from Will Smith. So Chris Rock had to stand up there and just watch Will Smith walk right up to him. And, you know, as much as Chris Rock laughed and was like, oh, here it comes, that had to be terrifying. Like to just see Will Smith just barreling down with you in his sights.
Do you think he knew he was gonna get hit like as soon as he got up, or do you think he was gonna like whisper something in his ear? And be like,
I don't know, because I guess it would depend on what he looked like coming down the stage.
yeah, that's true.
Like if he had just like this, like I could see Will Smith going up with like this big old smile and then just bitch smacking him and him being like just completely blindsided, or from the second he stood up on the stage, he just had like this killer look. And
Yeah.
then if that's the case, then Chris
yeah.
Rock was shitting his pants up there. He's like, fuck.
Yeah, dude.
Fuck.
Dude, that whole incident's kind of insane. Did you see? I didn't see their initial tweet. I'm pretty sure The Rock said something. Like he was just like, he's like, I don't condone it, but I understand.
The Rock, I could see The Rock being one of those people who would do that shit. Because The Rock is like, I always appreciate The Rock's like Instagram posts where he's like being a girl dad, which is a funny thing even to say. Girl dad sounds girl dad sounds so weird, but like I love
Canceled.
all of that.
Canceled. What are you saying about girl dad? Canceled.
Cancel him over his girl dad statement. So I could see The Rock bitch slapping somebody for saying something about his daughters, but so I could see like The Rock sitting there and being like, okay. He was one of the faces in the reactions that I saw. But he's just like
oh man. Dude, one of the girls was like freaking out in it. It's hilarious.
What a time. What a time.
2020 to 2022, man. Just
the 2020s are going to be one for the history books.
Man, yeah, they are definitely one for the history books.
And it's horrible that we're living through it at our peaks, or our
I know, right?
or our upward trajectories, but it'd be like that.
Dang.
But with that being said, I wanted to say thank you for taking the time this month to be the guest on this show for the third time.
Heck yeah.
And I think we did it justice this time by not doing the vlogs.
Yeah, not doing the vlogs. Vlogs are so hard, man. So hard.
They are. They are no joke. And a lot of people after that were like, I don't know how you do this every day. I don't know how you do this. I was like, just you saying that is enough.
YouTubers deserve the money. So much hard work and dedication. They deserve the millions. Millions of revenue.
I have to edit my Boston trip vlog after this. So, it'd be like that.
It'd be like that.
But yes, for real. Thank you for doing this month.
No problem.
Thanks for giving me the behind-the-scenes scoop of how the songs were made.
Yep. More to come.
Maybe we'll do. Maybe this could be like a tone time segment. Whenever you drop a song, we do like a behind-the-scenes sort of interview-esque.
Behind the scenes. With your host.
Me.
Me. Which one?
All right, you got anything else to say before we?
To all my fans out there, all 15 of you, I appreciate each and every one of you.
God, so dragged out.
Like you were one of my own. I love each and every one of you.
And with that heartfelt, with that heartfelt message, that will be the song that sends him off into oblivion. Thank you for being our. Thank you for being. Oh my God, I don't know. Thanks for your time.
Sounds good.
And we're out. I got the right one.